We came out the womb together, entered this world with intentions to never sever. You were there when I took my first steps and said my first word. You influenced my desires, my thoughts, and what I preferred. You could say we were a perfect soulmate. Flesh and blood, your existence was innate. I mean, you taught me the easy way out of hard situations. Built my self-esteem on the foundations of false expectations. You showed me how to hold my own. But I wish you taught me what I reap will be sown. You taught me the birds and the bees, and that every desire has to be pleased. What you didn't show me was patience and restraint. But hey, at the time, I never made a complaint. After all, you were everything I ever knew, but still I felt as though I had been wearing the wrong shoe. And even though we were woven into the same fabric, change was needed. And it needed to be drastic. You see, the truth was I loved you. But it was a poisonous relationship. I now know all you wanted was complete ownership. Let's just take a second and be real. You don't really care how I feel. I remember the time when things felt unrepairable. You lied telling me that pulling the trigger would make it bearable. You tried to sell me the lie that my son didn't need a father and that the best thing to do was drop her off at the clinic. So he wasn't a bother. And in this world, it's not like I am all alone. Many different faces, but inside we're all clones, living the same worn-out lie, that this is the best it gets, so live it up till you die. You gave us hope and called it the American dream. The whole time you were working for the other team. Comfort was your tool, and we gladly play the fool. But little did I know your fate was set. 2,000 years before we met, a God-man stepped down and wrapped himself in humanity, who was never subject to you or your vanity. Though he would endure your attempts to make him fold, your lies and deceit wouldn't be sold. He was determined, no matter the cost, to take away your grip, and he did it upon a cross. And on that cross, he sealed your fate. You knew your expiration label was soon out of date. And with that man, I now seek communion, even though it's actually more of a reunion. You see, your very existence is what kept us apart. It was him I was intended for from the start. You were just a disease, and it was widespread. My entire life has been an episode of The Walking Dead. I was a walker since our conception, awaiting my sentence for my deception, but that man has offered the solution because he has made the retribution. To that cross he went as my vindicator and resurrected from the grave 3 days later. So no longer do you have any power over me. My Savior Jesus has set me free. Your defeat is imminent, but still within me are your remnants, to which I seek their destruction, and no longer do you hold the power of seduction. I daily take you to the cross to die, because no longer in the grave does my body lie. A new man, but I still go by the same name. The difference is, no longer do I live for you, but for Christ and his fame.